Hey everyone, I want to jump on here and talk about this topic. Am I embarrassed to be a Walmart delivery driver? Am I embarrassed to be a Lyft driver? Am I embarrassed to be in the gig industry? The answer to that question is absolutely not. I am honored and humbled to be in this industry. I have been thinking about this for a couple of days, and then today was just another confirmation that this is really a great space to be in if you like to help people. Um, I'm trying not to cry or tear up on this because, every time I go out, there's a situation in which I see that there are people out there that need help. Um, so this morning I delivered an order to a gentleman who was, he was in a wheelchair, and he needed assistance. And so I was just honored to have been able to deliver his groceries. Not everyone is just sitting around or just having someone deliver their groceries or whatever because they don't feel like getting out. Some people can't get out. And even with the Lyft, I've had passengers that that were in need. And so I was able to provide a service for them. So a little bit about my background. I retired from being a school psychologist, and basically you have to have a master's degree plus um, in order to become a school psychologist, and I did that for basically 20 years. So I put in the time there. I went to school and I did get student loans and things like that. Um, and now I'm not doing that anymore. And the reason why I'm not is because that job, the career itself, helping kids and working with kids and, you know, remediating learning problems, preventing learning problems, I loved doing that. I love working with kids. But the way the job itself was structured, it just was like soul sucking. There were nights, like many nights, where I would be home crying because it was just such a horrible situation, and I knew that I needed a change. And the thing was, at that time, I didn't know what that was going to look like. Unfortunately, I didn't have a plan. I was so distraught. I was so overcome with distress that I just knew I needed to get out right then. So, I kind of had a little bit of a plan because I knew. So I resigned at the end of the school year 2020. So the 1920 school year was my last school year. And I knew that January, so basically second semester, that I needed to start some kind of exit plan. I didn't know that it was going to end that soon. So I started doing like e-commerce and things like that. And then when the pandemic hit, I knew, it was like the writing on the wall for me that I saw there were going to be a spike in increase for referrals for special education, and I already had crazy caseloads. So I knew already that my work was just going to explode. And there's only so much time in a day. And you cannot give quality evaluations when you have so many to do in such a short period of time. And I knew that is not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to come in and just, be a robot and just, spew out papers, talk with people and children and work with them as if they're just a number. That is not what I wanted to do. And I knew that was not what the spirit of school psychology was. And so I knew I needed to get out. So, I say all that to say that I've kind of been in this helping industry, pretty much my whole life. And this is just another branch of that. So no, I'm not embarrassed. I did that. I did that corporate life. And the whole saying, with more money comes more problems. I earned significantly more doing that. But I also had significantly more stress in that environment. And I would not want to wish that on anybody. So, no, I'm not embarrassed. I'm honored, I'm proud. I got out, I got uncomfortable. I'm out here doing this. Again, this is just an interim thing for me because I am starting my own business. And um not to say, oh, I'm just doing this part time or whatever, I'm just doing this for a short period of time, because it's not, glamorous thing. No, it's not that. It's because I have a plan. This is just all part of that journey. Just like when friends come and leave in your life, this is just part of my journey toward where I want to be. And so I just chalk it up as an experience, and I'm getting out here, learning the different parts of the city, meeting new people, and all of these skills will help me in the long run when I start my business. So, yeah, so that's basically it. Being a gig worker is not embarrassing for me anyway. Um, I've had, so one of my family members asked me, had I thought about working in a different school district? Um, and I did at that, earlier at that time. I did, and I quickly ruled it out because one of the persons that was in, the last one that I was in had moved to that district, and they were part of the reason why I left that other place. So I didn't want to be under them again. So no, that wasn't a solution to me. So the answer for me is just to move forward with this gig situation, stack as much money as I can, so that I can, maybe finance my own business, um, or having money to help bring in other investors. But I've got to start with me, um, and can't rely on somebody else. And so that's kind of where I am with it. So yeah, just let me know your thoughts, about being a gig worker. And was it something new for you? Are you transitioning into this? Is this, something you're transitioning out of? What are your thoughts about being a gig worker? And, are you embarrassed by being a gig worker? All right, let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.